Hello, my name is Jack, and today I'm going to be talking about my experience at university. So, I went to university in Nottingham in the UK, and I studied computer science for 4 years. 4 years. So, the way that my course worked was I studied for the first 2 years, and then I did 1 year where I would work on a placement and essentially experience working in the industry. And then I came back to university and did my final year, sat my exams, and got my degree. So, obviously, when I first went to university, I was 18 years old. And this was in 2020 when COVID was a thing and lockdowns were happening in the UK. So, I went to university and I moved into a flat, like a student accommodation where all of us are students. I had four flatmates, and they were okay. There was four guys who were all same age as me. I think one of them was a little bit older. He was in his third year of uni, but the rest were all in the first year, like me. And they were okay, to be honest. I went out with a couple of them when I first got there just to try and meet some people and make some friends. And they were cool. We went out and we had some drinks, and yeah, it was good. But I didn't stay friends with any of them for a very long time. After first year, I didn't talk to them again. Also, in first year, we had another lockdown around January. So I got to uni in September and I was there, but the classes were all online. So you just on your computer with a teacher in front of you saying the lesson essentially. And I mean, for computer science, it worked quite well. Computer science works very well online. So I did that. And then I went home for Christmas. And when I went home for Christmas, we had another lockdown. So I had to stay home for like 3 months or something like that. I had to stay in my home with my parents until about March. And then I went back to university for the final term. And it was still online, and I just stayed there, and not a lot really happened, to be honest. There was no pubs or bars open because of the lockdowns. I think there was like a curfew where they couldn't be open after 10 p.m. So that was okay. I mean, first year was kind of boring because of lockdowns and things like that. In second year, I stayed in the same flat, but I had a new set of flatmates. And these flatmates were much better, to be honest. It was a mix of boys and girls. I had one other boy in the flat, and there were three girls. And we all got along really, really well. We'd get along, we'd go out and have some drinks and meet some friends. And it all went very good. Me and the other boy used to go to the gym together a lot. There was a gym just across the road from our flat, so it was a really good time. And the course was okay. I learned what I had to learn. It was quite easy, to be honest, but there was a lot of group projects in that year. I had to work with other people quite a lot, and the groups that I got, nobody did anything. So I ended up getting really bad grades because I would do the work and nobody else would, and it would come back to me. I was like, oh no, that's terrible. So that was not very good. But the rest of the year was very good, and I liked it. And then I had my placement year where I went and worked in industry, and that was really good for me. I was able to go to a company in Nottingham near where I lived, and I met some really, really intelligent people, and they showed me essentially how to write good software, and I learned so much doing it. Yeah, that was really good. And I also moved into another flat on the other side of Nottingham with some different people who weren't students. They were just working and living their normal life. So that was really good. I got along with those people really well, actually. They were great. They were so great that I stayed there for my final year of university. And some of them moved out in that year and we got new flatmates coming in, but they were also really, really nice. They were amazing. And we used to go out to pub quizzes together and just have a good time. It was really fun. But in my final year, that was probably my best year at university. I started doing more sports. I started training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I began going to the gym a bit more. And I was also doing more uni work. I didn't go to uni. I don't go to uni, but I did more uni work. I just sat in my room and typed it away. Or I would go to the library and do more work there. And I really enjoyed it. I got to do my final year project, which in computer science is similar to a dissertation in other subjects. So I got to do that, and it was really, really fun. I got to do it about comprehensible input, and I was working on an AI algorithm that can categorize videos into telling you how comprehensible they are. So then imagine you can search YouTube and filter based on how comprehensible videos are. So you can just learn languages really easily like that. Same with Netflix as well. I think that would be a really cool idea. And it actually worked as well. The only bad thing was I didn't get a very high grade on that project. I got the second highest grade. But I wanted the highest grade, so I'm still annoyed about that. I thought it was really good, and I thought it was really fun. So I got to do that, and I got to learn a lot of other interesting things. And then just 3 weeks ago, I think, maybe 2 weeks ago, I graduated. I graduated university, so I now have a degree in computer science. So I'm very proud of myself for doing that. Tell me in the comments, did you go to university? And what did you study? Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.